So, first of all, I would like to pay my high respects to our Venerable who are here with us. And I would like to say very good evening to everyone here in this life. So how have you been? How have you been doing? And how are you doing? Great to see you all here for today video live. And I am Proeung Thoy. Nice to see you all for today. And thank you very much for being here. And some of you might have been waiting for us as we informed you in the early or the late afternoon. It's about 4 p.m. that we having the live video for tonight. And it is great for today that we have the speakers, and the speaker for today, all of you have known them. So we have Venerable Amen. Venerable Amen is from Chhnang Province. Now we are staying in an alum monastery, and Venerable Ratanadara is also from Chhnang Province. We are staying at the same kuti. So great to see you all today, and hope all of you are doing well. And please share this video with our friends so they can come and join us. And the topic for tonight is about the 4 pillars of education. Right? 4 pillars of education. We are going to discuss the 4 pillars of education. Some of you might have known what are the 4 pillars, and some might not have not known. So you are going to hear from us the 4 pillars of education and then this description of it. Okay. So to join us, please share the video with our friends so they can come and join us. They can listen, and if you have any ideas, you have any comments, you have any opinions related to the topic, so you also can, share. You also can comment. You also can ask questions, so we can see your comment and we can kind of learn together. Okay. So before we go to the topic, I would like to just invite our speakers, Venerable Amen and Venerable Ratanadara, to have a very short speech for the introduction. So how have you been so far, Venerable? So I would like to start with Venerable Amen.
Yes, thank you, Venerable. And right now I am good. And now I want to ask all of us, how are you today, everyone? And today we are so happy to talk about the 4 pillars of education, right? Yeah. And now I would like to tell all of you about the 4 pillars of education, because they are so very important for all the people and for the student, right? Okay. Yeah, to learn and to follow. And now move to Venerable Dara.
Okay, thank you so much, Venerable, for your brief introduction. So far, Venerable have been well and is still staying with me in Nalam Monastery. And to some of you who have not known Venerable Amen, he is a great. He graduated from Panyasastra University. The major is in TESOL. He is prepared to become a English teacher. So that's why to be here is not like we do not think that we are here to teach, but we are here to share with all of you, and we also here to learn, because we are Cambodians and we do not use English as our daily life. We just use it in the some circumstances or some situation when we meet a foreigner. So all of you here, you can learn. You can just consider it as your practice. So you can just practice your listening, and you also can share some thought or opinion with us in the comments. So hopefully it will be helpful, and it is a kind of inspiration or motivation to help all of you that as we are Cambodian, we have learned English and we can use English, we can speak English just a little, and all of you also can do it as all of us. So then I would like to just invite Venerable Ratanadara for a brief introduction. How have you been so far, and how have you been doing?
Yes, hello everyone. Yeah, so I am well. Yeah, so how have you been, everyone? So welcome back. Yeah, to Live Speaks English. Yeah, so today I'm very happy because I got speak English. I think that so speaks English is very important for me because I want to improve my ability of English. But now I want to talk about pillar of education. Yes, so it is very, very important for us. If you want to success of study, yes, you can practice pillar of education. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Venerable, for the brief introduction about yourself. So you have been doing well, and to those who have not known Venerable Ratanadara, he is from Kandal Province, and now he is staying with us in Kuti 14 in Nala Monastery. And this day he is taking his bachelor degree in administration, public administration at the RULE. We call Royal University of Economic of Law and Economic. Yes, in Phnom Penh. He is the second year student. So yeah, he is not taking English class at the university, but now he can speak English, and he have tried all his best to practice to improve his English speaking. So hope all of you also can do the same. When you want to improve your English, you can set the goal for yourself that you really want to be a good English speaker, maybe like Venerable Ratanadara or like Venerable MN, and then you have to learn how to do it, how to practice it. You learn from other people. Why other people can speak English? Why I cannot do it? So you have to ask yourself, and then you learn something new, learn a new method. So you can, you can learn, and you also can practice your speaking. The topic for today is not about English. It is about the pillars of education. What is the pillars of education? In Khmer we call Chatu Sdom. Yeah, pillars. Chatu Sdom means so in Khmer. So I try to explain you in Khmer a little bit. So Chatu means four, buồn in Khmer. So Chatu Sdomទាំង4 នៃការអប់រំ. So what are they? So as I have mentioned, some of you may have known well what are the 4 pillars of education, and some of you may, wow, what is that? Yeah, so I would like to tell you the 4 pillars of education. The first one is learn to know. Learn to know. And the second one is learn to do. The third one is learn to live together. And the last one is learn to be. So learn to know, learn to do, learn to live together, and learn to be. These are the 4 pillars of education. These are very, very important. It can consider as the goal or the ultimate goal or the purpose of getting the education. As you have known, education is a process of learning, especially in school or at the university, but we also can learn outside the school. We can learn in the society, we can learn in our family, in our life. We can learn from the real life. So education is important for us. One American proverb said that everyone can take everything from us, but not the education. So if you have money, people might can steal the money from you. If you have for example, a book, a pen, yeah, a pencil, so everyone can steal those things from you. But if you have an education, no one can steal it from you, right? So education is important, and it like just a kind of something that stick with you for always in the whole of your life. So, and in the country, to develop a country, we also need education to have. So there are a lot of things to talk about education, but today's topic is about the 4 pillars of education. ចាក់ទុកស្ដំទាំង 4 នៃការអប់រំ ទី 1 គឺរៀនដើម្បីចេះ ទី 2 គឺរៀនដើម្បីធ្វើចេះដឹង ទី 2 ដើម្បីធ្វើ ទី 3 រៀនដើម្បីចេះរស់នៅជាមួយគ្នា ហើយនឹងទី 4 រៀនដើម្បីមានសីលធម៌ណា So the 4 pillar of education, I am going to give the first one, the first chance to Honorable Ermen. He is going to talk about the first pillar, which is the learn to know, and then I will move to Honorable to talk about learn to do and learn to live together, and the last one I will responsible for it. Okay, so why don't we hear from our Honorable Ermen? So please give a round of applause. Okay, I'm just kidding. If you are in front of us, I would like to invite you to give a round of applause to Honorable, but now we are far away from each other. So just enjoy to listen Honorable Ermen's speech on the first pillar of education. So please, Honorable.
Yes, thank you so much for Honorable. And now I would like to talk about the pillars, the 4 pillars of education, but I do not speak the 4 categories of it,
Okay.
but I select one.
Yeah.
The first one that the Venerable have said, and then learn to know. And now I select it to tell all of you on the internet right now. As we know that the phrase of learn to know, our country or our people and students, and especially I focus on the student, right?
Yeah, for the student.
Yeah, to learn to know, because it first is very important for the student to know about the skill, to know about languages, and to know about technology. And right now I have 3 categories referring to learn to know about, because they are very important for the student and the people to know about them. And first, I would like to mention you or we need to learn to know.
Okay.
To learn about the skill, right? Because the specific skill, it is very important for the student to go to study at the universities, whatever the universities that you need to learn or that you need to pursue it. And first of all, I would like to tell you about, you need to know about your specific skill. For example, when you go to study at the university, and first of all, you heard about someone to tell you a lot of subject before you go or before you move to university. Like someone said that, in the universities has a lot of subject that all the students need to choose them, to select one, to learn, to fit their desire or their interest, right? Yeah. And so someone to tell you, you need to learn the subject like physics, like maths, like history, or like TESOL and something like that. And so all the subjects that someone to tell you, and you think that, oh, TESOL, it is fit for me, and math, it is fit for me, and history, it fit for me. And so you know about what subject that fit for you, and after that you think yourself and you ask yourself, oh, economic is not fit for me, or TESOL, yes, it is the best. Because you know why do you choose TESOL? Because you know yourself that a TESOL, it can make you a good teacher, a good leadership, and especially it can make you to provide a lot of experience to the people around you, right? Yeah. For example, like if you are a teacher, you know a lot of things. Yeah. Because TESOL referring to teaching, right? Yeah, teaching. Yeah. As you are a teacher, and you know a lot of things, and especially you know about, oh, if I am a teacher, I can learn about a lot of subject, and I can learn about the subject that I can learn yourself, and after that I know clearly about the subject, and I can to share a lot of my experience to all the students. For example, like I know about the English word, and after that I practice myself, and I convince myself to know about the clear, to know about the phrases, or to know about the word, to know about the sentences, and after that I can tell my student, oh, that word, it is, you need to use like this, and this sentence, and you need to do like this. And especially as a teacher, you have a lot of opportunity to share a lot of experience, because a lot of students and a lot of people judge you as you are a good person in our class, in our family, and especially in our society. Yes, and that's why it is more important to know that about the specific subject that you choose, because you think yourself, or it is the fit for you. Yeah, and one, and the second, to talk about, you need to know about the languages. Yeah, as we know that languages like Chinese language, Thailand language, Khmer language, and Vietnam language, you need to think, or it is are very important for the people around the world. But you need to know about, among all of them, what are the best for you. Yeah, you are the best for you, and make you to be bright in your future, make you to communicate with the other people around the world, and yes, depend on you, but not other. And so you need to choose one. But I want to recommend that you need to choose the language whatever that you love, but not whatever someone choose for you. Mm-hmm. But yes, but if you know that, oh, a Chinese language fit for me, or Thailand language fit for me, or Khmer language fit for me, and all of them, you need to choose one. And I do not learn about Chinese, Thailand, Vietnam, but I want to learn the two language, like Khmer language and English language. Because you know, when you choose to learn, you know yourself. It can make you to bright in your future and to communicate with the other people. And especially you are easy to learn the abroad. And so all of them can make you clarify it or clarify them well, and so you choose one. Oh, and right now, nah, today, tomorrow, and from now to the future, and I want to choose English language because when you learn the English language, yeah, you can get a good salary, you can easy to study abroad, and you can communicate with the other people around the world. Yeah, that's why. And it is more important that you know about the language that you choose, but you love it. Yeah, but you love it. You need to choose it to learn, right? Yeah. And the last point, to talk about learn. You need to learn to know about technology. Yes. As we know that currently our government, companies, or the other people, join together to make the modern technology, right? To facilitate Cambodian people and student people to easily to learn or to easily to work together or to learn something referring to whatever that you want. For example, right now, in my own experience, technology is very, very important for me because when I know it well, it makes me too easy to learn from internet, to search the other subject that I want to choose it and that I want to choose to support my subject because of knowing a lot about technology. And one more thing, if I do not know about technologies, it makes me distract my experience to use computer, to use smartphone to connect with each other, like the Zoom, like I use Zoom. And I can tell you a little bit about my lacks of my technology. 10 months ago, I learned from the Zoom, and after that, I took the Zoom to final my exam, and I do we can call lesson plan in Khmer កិច្ចតែងការគ្រូ and after that when I do a lot of I do already about 5 questions that my teacher gave me to do, and after that I fresh somewhere I don't know too, and after that all my questions disappear. And in my own experience, oh wow, what happened to me? And I was so unhappy to do that, but I try more, and I do not what if press about the technology, and after that I do it again. Yes, it is not comfortable for me. Do not know to use about the technology. And one more thing, I feel that, or it seems to me that our country, like Cambodian people and like students, are like to use a modern technology because they in our country, our Cambodian or student do not use a computer or smartphone every day, and especially I focus on the countryside, right? Countryside, like student, people do not know about technology, and in my recommendation, I suggest you that you need to know about the technology because it is very, very important for you to learn, or especially when you go to abroad. If you know about technology, it is make you comfortable and easy for you. Yeah, and that's why I finish about my topic to talk about learn to know. I have a 3 category.
Okay.
Like you need to know about specific skill, and you need to know about languages, and you need to know about technology. Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Venerable, for your great wisdom to share with us, to share with our listener, and to share with our audience, everyone here. So not only you who are listening, but 2 of us on the stage, on the video live, we also can learn something new from Venerable related to the first pillar of education, which is learn to know. So what should we know? Venerable have raised 3 important things. So the first one, we have to know the skill. We have to have the skill. So that's why just recently, all Cambodian students who just graduate from high school, grade 12, and congratulations to you who passed the exam, and congratulations to you who got A, B, C, D, E, and F. Everyone. Why? So we have to accept everything we have. No one destroy us beside ourselves, beside our thinking. So if you pass, okay, try more. If you fail, try harder. So life is up and down. So we have to keep learning. Okay, so about the skill, Venerable have talked about his experience. So the first one to know is the skill. So how can we have the skill? After graduating from high school, you have to further education at the university or college. So you have to study at the university. Choose one university that you like and one major that you love, and try to study it to have skill. Because when you finish your high school, you do not have skill yet, just general knowledge. So skill is important. And the second one that Venerable raised is about the language. So this day, there are many languages that we can learn, especially English is the international, one of the international language that we should learn. So we can improve ourselves. We can expose to the new things. For example, like now, when I know English, I use English, so every people around the world can understand. Even you understand me and you know my English is very bad. So you understand that. At least you understand. I don't care. Okay. So the language is important this day, and the last one is about technology, right? Whatever? Yeah. So he has his own experience about the vast knowledge of technology, because when he got the assignment from his lecturer at the university, because he need to complete the course by doing a lesson plan, right? Something that you have done in the year 4. So you did something wrong, so it disappear.
Yeah.
It is about technology, right? About computer, about how to use computer. Yeah. So we don't know where is the file that my teacher sent me. So technology is important, and this day, the Ministry of Education, especially Dr. Hong Chunaron, he also tried to encourage all the students to learn about the technology. It is about we call digital literature. I mean the knowledge of digital, the knowledge of technology. So everyone have to know it in this 21st century. So it is very, very important. So skill, languages, and technology, these are the skills that you have to know, which is referred to the first pillar of education, is learn to know. So now, all of you might be waiting to hear from our another speaker, Venerable Ratanadara. Some of you may love his speaking, even his English is just, we can say, just a baby. Try to learn to walk, right? So you fall down and then you get up. isn't it?
get-
Fall down and get up. Fall down and get up. Okay. So, everyone, please enjoy your listening with the share from Venerable Ratanadara, the second and the third pillars of education.
Yes, thank you, teacher. Yes, so hello again. Yes, so today I want to talk about learn to do and learn to live together. Yes, so it is very important. So if you just know specific skill, you just know technology, you just know language, so not enough for me and for everyone. Yeah, so I think that if you want to success for study, education, yes, when you can know, yes, so you can, yes, so practice, you can to do. Yes, also it's important. Venerable Aman, yes, talk about learn to know. Oh, I know a specific skill. Yes, so it's important for me. I study at university. Yes, so my major is public administration. So when I know that, yes, so I can practice my skill. So I can, to do work. Yes, and I want to contribute, develop my country, and I want to improve my ability of my skill. Yes, so it is very, very important. Yes, so everyone, yes, you can practice if you know about everything. Yes, so you know about language, you can practice language. Yes, so why I say that? So because example, I know English, or I know grammar. Yes, I know sentence, I know structure. Yes, you can know, not enough. You can practice it. So when you meet a foreigner, yeah, so you can practice it. Yes, so if you want to know English, yeah, you want to speak English, you can practice. Yes, so you can say hello, hello sir, where are you from? What is your name? Yes, so you can practice a lot again and again. You can improve your ability of English, but you worry to communicate with people around the world. You don't speak, you don't practice. Yes, I think that you so you don't improve your ability of English. Yeah. So let's move to everyone. Yeah. So if you know technology, when you know technology, yeah, I can know phone, computer, yeah, so internet, blah blah blah. Yeah, not enough. You can practice it. Again, today I just say practice. No, yeah. So it is my topic. Yeah. So if you know about technology, you can practice it. Yes. So I think that now, yes. So technology is very, very important for us because yes. So in the world, yes. So have COVID-19. Yes. So it is very difficult of study and of work. I think that yes. So if you know technology, you can practice. You yes. So practice Telegram, group chat, and if you want to do assignment, yes, you can. So meet your group mate. For discussion. Yes, discussion about your assignment. Yes, so everyone you done meet your group mate. So technology is very important for us. So I think that learn to do is very important for me. So when I study at high school, so I want to know about exercise math. So so I want to know it, and I want to practice, because I think that practice exercise math is very important. If you want to pass exam, you can do homeworks and do exercise a lot. So it is help you can understand lesson and can understand exercise. So if you just learn with your teacher, you just know limit, integral, daily way, so not enough. So you can practice. So for me, one day I can practice exercise. So 5 hours.
5 hours?
Yes, so 5 hours. I did. So I want to improve my ability, of math. So I can, do it. I can do it. If I don't do it, I don't know. So do it well. So let's move to learn to live together. Learn to live together. Learn to live together is very important for me. Why? Because if I don't to learn to live together, so I have my feeling is bad. So I have my feeling is not good for me. So if I want to happy in my homemate, so I want to respect each other. So example, I respect teacher, I respect venerable and then I can have work. So I can help and share my knowledge a little bit. For homemade. I think that it is very important. Learn to live together is help me can live so with other friend. So example for me, so now I live Koti 14. So I can so respect each other, and then I do not speak loudly. So I think that speak loudly is not good for me. So I want to change my habit. I think that when I speak loudly, so it is noise. So it is not good. So everyone. So I want to finish my presentation. Yes. So if you have question, you can ask me. If I have mistake, so I want to say sorry, and I try to learn it. I keep learn. Yes, so I want to finish. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Venerable, for your thought that you have shared with us. It is about learn to do and learn to live together. You get it, everyone? So at least after our speech, you should remember the 4 pillars of education. So as Venerable have mentioned, the first one is learn to know.
Yeah.
Learn to know is important. But the more and more important that learn to know is learn to do.
Yeah.
If you know but you cannot do, what is the point? Useless. We know but we cannot do it, it's useless, right? Very well. You agree?
Yes.
Useless.
I so agree.
So, Venerable have raised about the example of his studying at high school. He tried his best to learn the math or mathematics subject. So he practiced 5 hours per day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. So long.
So long.
I cannot bear to do that. Okay, so 5 hours per day practicing mathematics, and now he become a mathematics teacher. So congratulations. Okay, so even he is a monk, but he also spent some time teaching maths to the student at his hometown. Last few months he went to his hometown at Kandahar Province. Somewhere near the Cambodia and Vietnam border. Yes, so spent a few months there teaching mathematics from grade 9 to grade 12 student. And yeah, he's good at mathematics. Anyone interested in learning maths, you can contact to him. Okay, so thank you very much. And after learn to know is learn to do. So we have to be about to do it. And then learn to live together is more and more important. So living together is important. Why? Because each and every one of us does not live alone. We live with our parents, we live with our brothers, sisters, siblings. Some live with the relative, grandma and grandpa. And like all of us, we live with our friends. We come from different provinces. So Venerable come from Kandahar Province, but at the north of Phnom Penh. Venerable come from Kandahar Province, but at the south of Phnom Penh. And I come from Kampong Chhnang Province. Other venerables here come from different provinces. So we have to learn to live together. If we cannot live together, we cannot continue our learning. Right? Because we spend here for very long time, right? For Venerable, almost 10 years, right? Here, almost 10 years, right? You have been here almost 10 years.
8.
8 years.
8.
Okay.
8 near 9.
Near 9. And Venerable 1 year, so near 2. Almost 2 years. Okay. And for me, I have been here from 2012, almost 10 years, or 9 years, near 10 years.
Yeah.
So we learn to live together. It is important. So this is the pillar of education. The pillar of education is referred to the objective of education. Why we need to get education. So to me personally, I strongly encourage all people, especially Cambodian people, to get higher education. Because when we get higher education, we know more. And when we know more, we can do more. When we do more, we can live together more. So, okay. So now it's my my turn to share with all of you the very last point, the very last one, the pillar of education, which is learn to be. But before that, I would like to take this opportunity to say and to express our profound thanks to each and everyone here that you have been listening to us so far. You have give the comments, you have give the idea. So if you have any thought in your mind that you want us to share with you more, so please write it in the comment. It is not write in the paper and post, but you can write in the comments and you share your thought with us. Now we can see many vulnerable Chai Chai, yeah. We have Venerable Supin from Singapore. Yeah, he's been in Singapore for a few weeks now. And Thari is from Proeung originally, but now she's in Phnom Penh. Many other. Okay, so I'm glad to see all of you here, and thank you very much for your comments. So I can see you here. Okay, so partly Moon, we master, okay, your name. Okay, so that is great to see all of you here, and thank you very much for your comment, and especially thank for your share the video with our friends. So when you share, other people can come and join us. They can listen and they can learn with us. We can learn together and we improve ourselves together. Okay, so if you have comment, we are going to share with you more. You can ask related to the topic, which is the 4 pillars of education. And now let me share with you some idea about the very last one, the learn to be. Okay, what is learn to be, everyone? Do you know? I have mentioned in Khmer in the very beginning. Learn to be in Khmer mean រៀនដើម្បីមានសីលធម៌ so and somehow they put learn to be at the third one, but now we put it as the last one. Learn to be refer to learn to build the morality in our life, the virtue, the ethic, I mean the good deed in our life. So one of the main purpose of education is to make ourselves to be a good person, like Venerable have mentioned. We respect other people, right? Yeah. We value other people. Yeah. So now when we come to live in the monastery, you know, in our monastery, there are more than like 200, 300 monks or venerable, and one kuti, there are some kuti are more than 10, some are more than 20 venerable, come from very different parts of the country, but we can live together. Why? Because we build up the morality in our life, we build up the ethic, the value of our life, we respect each other. Like me and Venerable, we always discuss about the morality that we are living. So come to live with other people, we have to respect each other. We have to know what is the time that you can speak loudly, right? Even those, yeah, we are monks. We like to memorize. We like to learn by heart. We like to use voice to memorize things. But we also need to understand, to know about the time. For example, if from 10 or 11 o'clock at night, we should not speak louder anymore or loudly anymore, because that is the time for sleep. And if it is start from 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning, it's okay to speak a little bit louder. But after lunch, around 12 to 1 o'clock, that is a time for nap for the monk. Yeah, so we should not speak loudly, but after that, from 1 or 2 p.m. until 9 or 10 p.m., we can speak louder. So this is the way that we need to respect other people around us. So that's why right now we speak a little bit louder, but hopefully the monk around us don't mind, as we are here to share the knowledge with our people and with everyone here. Okay, so learn to be is to learn to build up the morality in ourselves. Everyone, even you have graduated from high school, You graduate from bachelor degree, master degree, or PhD or doctor. But if you do not have the ethic, if you do not have the morality, if you do not have the good deed, your knowledge is useless. Other people will never value you. They do not respect you because you have high knowledge, but you don't respect other people. You do not have the a kind of value in yourself, because to be moral is important in our life. So that's why the pillar of education, one of them is learn to be. Learn to be here refer to learn to have morality. We have to respect other people as we want to be respected. So this is also the teaching of the Buddha, that he advised us. If you want to get the respect from other people, we have to respect them. So when we respect them, they will respect them back. So this is also what I have practiced. When I meet any vulnerable, I respect them, and then they also respect me back. So this is the way that we can get the respect from other people. So the last one is also one of the very, very important. And as I have mentioned, the 4 pillars of education, learn to know, learn to do, learn to live together, and learn to be are the very, very important thing in our life. So when we get the education, we have to know, we have to be able to do something, we have to be able to live together, and we have to be able to live morally, live our life morally. So after getting the education, we can live happily. That is the ultimate purpose, the main purpose of each and everyone here. So thank you very much. That is what I would like to share with you. And if you think that it is not enough and you have any question, so please write it in the comment below. So I am going to read it out. And if you want to ask for 3 of us, you can just ask a question. But if you want to give your question directly to any vulnerable MN or vulnerable Ratanadara, so you can just mention his name. So I am going to give the question to him directly. Okay, thank you. Now we have Cậu Vây Vây Khmeng Facebook account. Hello teacher, hello Cậu Vây Vây Khmeng, nice to see you here. Lee Posu, wow, your name. Which part of the earth are you from? I'm sorry. Okay, your name is not like Cambodian, okay, thank you. Partly, okay, now I am reading the comment. If you have any question, I am going to pick it up and give to the speaker. Vulnerable. Living in golden rule. Okay, very good. Anyway, you are doing good job, Vulnerable. Thank you very much. Vulnerable as a partly, okay. Hello teacher, okay. Thida, no Thida, congratulations, Vulnerable. Please continue your great effort. Your country need more educators. Yes, thank you very much for your encouragement. So this is really helpful to us. Thida, Vulnerable, are you in Singapore right now? Right now I am in Cambodia. We are in Cambodia. Yes, we are in an Alam monastery, Phnom Penh. Near the Royal Palace. Okay, near the Royal Palace. It seems like no one have a question related to the topic yet. Okay, so if you do not have the question, I have a question. But I don't have a question to you, but I have a question to vulnerable speaker. So the first one, vulnerable have just graduated from the bachelor degree in TESOL. TESOL is about the teaching English. Yeah. So his experience is in learning at the university, and some brothers and sisters who just graduated from high school might want to know like how to prepare for the university life. And okay, to help all of you, next week we are going to have a very short workshop, which is on Saturday, maybe from the whole day, morning and afternoon. And if you are interested in, you can register for the program. So I am going to drop the link on my Facebook by tomorrow. Okay, just the information to you. It is not about a question. So my question to Venerable, because he just graduated from PUC, Panyasastra University of Cambodia. The major is in TESOL. But I don't want you to say about TESOL because it is not like what we are talking right now. What we are talking right now is about the skill. You have mentioned one of the things that we have to know is the skill, specific skill. And that skill is related to the university study. So can you tell us what should the student do at the university in order to get a very good result for their study? Okay.
Yes, thank you so much for your question, Venerable. It is so great for me.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, it seems to me that as a student, or as we students want to get a good result at your university, and first of all, I would like you to do a lot of strategies or a lot of things that you need to do at your university. And first, you need to take, or you need to be on time. Yeah. Because our universities or other universities need the student to be punctual. Yeah.
Punctual.
Yeah, to get
On time.
yeah, to get the class before the teacher. When you arrive at least before the teacher, and the teachers think that, or you are not late, and the first result, and you can get a good point, and you can get a good score, because when you are not late, and when you have a punctual in your class, and in my own experience, you can get 50 points.
50 points.
Yes,
50,
among
15?
15
Yes, 15.
points or 15 score among 100. Yes,
Among 100. Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
100.
15.
Yes, about punctual, and it is a good result. And the second, and you need to, and you should, yes, and you should do your assignment that your teacher gave you to do. Yeah. You can get, sorry, but I forgot about the point. Yeah, the point that you do your
Assignment.
your assignment that the teacher gave you, and when you do your assignment that your teacher gave to you, and your teacher would give you or will give you a point, yeah, that you want to get it. Yes, and the second point, and you can get a good result from your university. And the third point is you need to, or you must to take your exam, like a midterm and final. When you take your midterms and you do your midterm well, and you can get 30 score or 30 point. Yes, right? And and the last or and final reason, and you need to or you must to take your final exam, because it is very, very important for you to take it. Yes, when you do the fourth thing that I have mentioned to you, like to be punctual, do your assignment, and to take a midterm and final exam, and you do all of them well, as a result, you can get a good score or you can get a good result in your university. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you very well for your sharing the experience of studying at the university. Why I ask a question related to the university life, because I do believe that many of you are preparing yourself to be a university student, and some of you might be in the first year and second years, and you also want to hear the experience from volleyball. So yeah, that is the experience from him. Be punctual is important. I also the one who like be punctual, but if I am late, I still go to the class, because better late than never. I do believe. Okay, I'm just kidding. So be punctual and do all the assignment that the lecturers or teacher give us, and take the exam, midterm or final exam. That is very important. So try your best, and reading more books is also very, very important at the university. It's important. Okay, so now come back to Venerable Ratanadara. So Venerable Ratanadara talk about learn to do and learn to live together. So I have a question to you, that some students, they learn, they know, but they cannot do it. For example, they learn English. They say that they know English. People speak English, they can understand everything. But can you use English? They say they know. Can you write English? They cannot write. Can you speak English? They cannot speak. Okay. They know, but they cannot use it. They cannot do it. So how do you think about that kind of... It is not about our listener, the other student. So how do you think? And how to be like to be a good student, that after learning, they can use the knowledge. So can you share your thought?
Thank you, teacher. So I think that so I always hear that. So I want to know English. I want to speak English. I want to listen English. I want to read English. But I don't practice. So everyone, you can pay attention, listen for me. So I want to tell you about, you want to speak English. If you want to speak English, not enough for you. Not enough. Why I say that? Because you just want to, but you don't practice. If everyone, so I want to share my own experience for speak English. So when I go to Phnom Penh,
you come to Phnom Penh?
I come to Phnom Penh. I want to speak English, but I don't speak English. I worry it. I sigh.
You was shy.
I was shy. So I don't do everything. When I don't do it, I don't speak English and I don't listen English. So everyone, if you want to speak English, you can practice English with a teacher, with your friend, and with your homemate. Yes, so you can speak. Yes, so sometimes you have mistake. You can learn it. You can learn it. When you speak again and again, yes. So the more you speak, the more you know vocabulary, grammar, and instruction also. And you can, yes, so you can speak English confident. Yeah, you can listen English confident. So why? Because you practice. Yeah, so I want to, yeah, I want to improve my ability of English. Yeah, so everyone, if you want to improve your English, yeah, so if you want to success for study in high school, secondary school, yeah, so you can, yeah, so when you know, you can apply it. Apply, yeah, so you can improve your ability. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the answer. So, Venerable have mentioned about the term practice.
Yeah.
Practice. So practice is important. Some of you said that you have learned English for 3 years, for 5 years, for almost 10 years.
7 years.
7 years, yeah. So, but you feel that you still cannot speak English. Okay, ask yourself, have you practiced? Okay, have you practiced? Or you just learn? You just go to the class and listen to the teacher. You just like listen to us, 3 of us. Because you know, the best way to learn the language is to practice. You cannot master like speaking skill without opening our mouth and talking to other people. This word is a little bit rude. we say in Khmer, but you know, please practice. So practice is a key to master any skill. He is good at mathematics because he practices a lot. You know, 5 hours per day doing the test, right?
Yes.
The exercise. And Venerable practice a lot. In the morning, he listened to the audio, BBC, and CNN. Yes, from the morning, and at the afternoon, he read books. He practiced writing, and now he is preparing for the scholarship abroad, right? Yeah. So you have planned to go to study in India. Wow. So Venerable MN is planning for studying his master in India. So he's trying hard to study, and especially to improve his English. So effort is important. With the effort and practice, after listening to us, you practice your speaking. If you want to improve your writing, you also can practice your writing. So it will help you to become the one that you want to be. So that's it about the what Venerable have mentioned. And our audience is mentioned that Venerable, please invite Venerable Soktivi to join the program. Yes, Venerable Soktivi is just from the United States, and in the morning I also went to the airport to to see him there. Okay, but we stay in different monasteries, so it's a bit hard for us to invite him to join. And especially this program is it is a kind of informal one, so I don't want to disturb him. If you want to learn with him, join the class with him, that will be great. លោកគ្រូរៀនអង់គ្លេសមិនចេះសោះ Okay, you learn English and you don't know, you don't understand. I don't know how you learn it. So if you want to know it, after learning, you have to understand and be able to use it. Practice is important. Please try to pronounce each word very clearly, and also listen to English speaking radio and TV. Yes, so that is it's very important to us. I know my English, Venerable's English, and his English. Our English is not good, but we try our best. We have tried our best, and we are keep learning. We are still keep learning. So thank you very much, Nyom Thida. I'm sorry I could not pronounce your name. No Thida. Maybe I think that you are living abroad, right? So please tell us where you from, the United States. Okay, so thank you very much for your encouragement, for your advice, and all of us will try our best to keep learning. India speak English difficult. Okay, so you will know Honorable N will apply for the scholarship in India, and he will use the Indian accent in the future with us.
You need to try. You need to listen to the other languages.
Okay, you need to try to listen. In general, related to the topic for today is the 4 pillars of education. So I think it should be enough for us to share on the topic, the 4 pillars of education: learn to know, learn to do, learn to live together, and learn to be. So if you have any thought or idea want to share with us, you also can chat us, or you also can give in the comment in the later time. And now I would like to invite the 2 speakers, Venerable, to give the last thought for the topic today. So what is your last thought, your last message related to the topic, and as well as related to all our listeners? So I would like to invite Venerable Ratanadara first, and then move to Venerable Amen.
Yes, so I want to talk about so my topic thought. So everyone. So I want to tell us about good way for study, and good way for so live. So you can practice 4 pillar of education, because it is very, very important for us. If you want to know that, you don't forget apply it. So when you learn to know, so when you learn to know, you can learn to do. But why? Because when you learn to do, you can success for life and success for study. So at high school, secondary school, at university. So and learn to live together. So it is very, very important. Why? So you don't live alone. So you don't live alone. You live with your parent, brother and sister and teacher. So you can respect. We can respect all people around you. So you can your life is happy. So I want to finish my present, and so I want to finish. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you very much for your last thought to give to our listeners, to our audience. So if you want to be successful, if you want to succeed in your life, and especially in your study, because most of you are learning or studying right now, so you have to know and then practice it. So keep learning and try hard to practice, because it is important. So Venerable, do you have any very last message, last thought related to the topic?
And thank you so much for Venerable. And it is time to finish our topic referring to 4 pillars of education. In my last message, and I recommend you, or I recommend all of us, that you need to follow 4 pillars of education, because they are very, very important for the people and the student to do them everyday life. And because they can make you to know, make you to do, make you to learn to live together, and make you to learn to be, because all of them very, very important for you, and you need to follow them, and you need to practice them in your societies, and especially in our lives. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Venerable, for your very last message to share with our audience. So, hope all of you get the message for today. And actually, the topic is very, very common, very, very popular, especially in Cambodia. The Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport always mention about that, the 4 pillars of education. So, learn to know, learn to do, learn to live together, and learn to be. So, to me, my last message is education is very, very important. I am here today to have a chance to share with all of you because of the education that I have gone through. So, if you want to make your life a better one, a better person, to be a better person, so getting education is very important. I remember one American proverb, as I have mentioned in the beginning. People can take everything away from us, but not education. I would like to dedicate a poem, but in Khmer, to you, that saying that ហើយសាធុជនទាំងអស់គ្នាចំណេះវិជ្ជាជាសាមគ្គីមានគុណវិសេសធំទូលាយគួរយើងវិជ្ជស្ពាយកុំខ្លាចធ្ងន់មិនលំបាកទុកស្រណុកលាក់ជាជាងមាសប្រាក់សពទ្រព្យធនមិនខ្លាចចោលលួចឬចោលប្លន់ទៅគ្រប់តំបន់គ្រាន់ជាស្បៀងឥតកណ្ដៀកោកណ្ដៅកាត់ចៃណាស់មិនបាត់មិនមានលៀងប្រើច្រើនកាន់ច្រើនចម្រើនទៀងពីបច្ចុប្បន្នរៀងដល់អនាគត So hopefully all of you can understand clearly about the Khmer language. So 3 of us would like to express our profound thanks to each and every one of you, and hopefully we can see all of you by next week. And if we have time, we try to organize this kind of event, this kind of session to share the knowledge with you, and especially to provide you some ideas, some thoughts, so we can learn and improve ourselves together. So wish all of you the best and this period of COVID-19. So please take care of yourself, your family, and people around you. Be happy and see you all next time. Bye bye.